Reza, who precisely were the Iranians targeting in this strike on Syria today?
Yeah, the Iranian government says they were targeting militant groups that were responsible for a militant attack in Iran a couple of weeks ago in the southwestern region of the country. But that claim by Iran leaves a lot of question marks and leaves some confusion. We'll explain that in a second. But first, let's sort through what we know. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard saying this morning they launched 6 missiles into a region by the name of Al-Bu Kamal in eastern Syria. This is a region that's the last remaining stronghold of the Islamic State. U.S. forces in Syria are also conducting operations against this region. But Iran is saying they launched these missiles to target militant groups responsible for the attack on September 22nd in southwestern Iran. That's when 4 gunmen opened fire on a military parade, killing more than 25 people, injuring 70 others. Iran insists that those attacks were the work of Sunni separatist groups that have links to southwestern Iran. Here's where things get confusing. There's no indication, no evidence that these separatist groups that allegedly operate in Iran are also active in eastern Syria. However, even so, the Iranian government is saying that they launched these attacks to target those militant groups. Keep in mind that Iran's position is that the same groups like Saudi Arabia, Israel, the U.S., the Emirates that fund militant groups in Syria against the Assad regime are also countries that are funding militant groups in Iran. That's the position. A lot of question marks, but that's Iran's position, that they conducted attacks targeting these militant groups responsible for the militant attack in southwestern Iran a couple of weeks ago.
Reza, and has Iran provided any evidence that it actually hit those people who it says are responsible?
Yeah. No evidence other than pictures on state media of a state media reporter standing by missiles being launched, and a statement by the Revolutionary Guard that several people were killed, several people are injured. And this is a development that's impossible for us to independently verify. Here's another thing that it's important to keep in mind. Whether we like it or not, we're in a time where optics, visuals, perception, images are important. This could have been simply a show of force by Iran. Iran doesn't want to be seen as passive in the face of this militant attack in southwestern Iran. They want to appear as strong and active. They want to show that they have strength and would respond to a militant attack like this. Recently, you also have Washington saying that they're going to remain in Syria indefinitely. This could have been a move by Iran to simply been a show of force, to send a message to the U.S., to the West, to the Gulf rivals here in the region, that they could be bolstering their presence in Syria.
Reza, thank you. Reza Saya for us there in Tehran.